Hi everyone. So we have Grok's new model, Grok Code Fast 1, available for public. In this video, let's try to analyze what Grok Code Fast 1 and create few application with it, and let's see if it is good enough. And the good part is we can use Grok Code Fast 1 for free for a limited time. So let me show you how you can avail Grok Code Fast 1 for free, and let's test Grok Code Fast 1. So let's dive in. All right. So this is the official blog of Grok AI about Grok Code Fast 1. Grok AI introduced Grok Code Fast 1 yesterday, and we have all the details about this particular model. Claim that this is faster compared to other models that we have right here. Now, in the model performance, as per their graph, it seems like Grok Code Fast 1 is on top, and other models like Claude 4, GPT-5, they are below Grok Code Fast 1. So this graph is all about price and output tokens. So we have it right here, tokens per second versus output price. So it is comparing with the price and how much token that it is giving us output. That is what is compared right here. We can use Grok Code Fast 1 for free for a limited time. So you can use it in your GitHub Copilot, Cursor, Client, Code, Kilo Code, Open Code, and Windsurf. With all these applications, you can use Grok Code Fast for free. So let's use one of this and let's try how well Grok is. We'll try to build some applications, basic applications with Grok Code Fast 1, and let's see how well it came out. So I'll be using Kilo Code to do my tests. So this is my Visual Studio Code. In the extensions, go search for Kilo Code AI agent. So this particular extension, install it, or you can use Client or Code and you can set things up there. All right, you can see it right here that Grok Code is free. All right, so go to Kilo Code, choose Kilo Code as the provider. Then you can choose the model right down here. So as of now, it is Grok Code Fast 1. So choose that and click on save. Now let me create something. So create a modern snake and ladder game. Use 3D UI and minimalist design. So this is it's a game that I'm trying to create. So we have an option to improvise our prompt right here after clicking this. So it will give a better, it will enhance our prompt. Now we have the enhanced prompt right here. Now let me say that use 3JS for 3D. Now, so as of now, let's use this architect mode where it will plan and design before implementation. If you want, you can add context, but let's send the message. All right, the planning is done. So let's approve the plan and see. So it's working on my local host right here. Loading. The audio context was not allowed to start. So let me copy this. The web page is just loading. All right, now we have this home page loading up. So we have some tags right here. So start game. Still, it's just loading. It's not working. Use React.js. So let's try to create the same application with React. I've tried a couple of times with it and it was not working. All right, it seems like development is done and it is on port 5173. All right, have it. Okay, the game is working, but player 1, player 2, roll dice. But what's this? The 3D is fine, but there are no numbers, and you can see some ladders and some curved. So I hope this is the snails. Roll dice, roll number 5. Then player 2. So it was just moving someplace randomly, I believe. So which means this is not the right behavior I was expecting. So in Snake and Ladder, you had those numbers. So now the roll is 5 and it's somewhere else. So, okay, how come it jumps so fast right here? So this is not working properly. So I'm really disappointed with this one. So let me try to create something else. Good. Now let's create a landing page for my portfolio. I'm a software engineer and YouTuber. I work with React. And let me create some React Java and things like that. So I just wanted to create a landing page of that. I have given my details right there. So let's see how well it is going to come. Right. So we have it right here on localhost 5174. All right. So this seems to be great. Yeah. We have those cards, portfolio, home, about, skills, projects. Mm, all right. Here is the tag for YouTube and some recent videos, but they are not mine. So this is something that created by itself, but not the actual one. And we have a contact card right here. But I can see some blank space towards this right. And let me check if there is any error in the console. So we don't have any errors in the console. Cool. Now let's say that there is some blank space in the right side. So let's see if it can fix that. All right. We don't have any errors in the console, but still we have it right there. It is not fixed. It's not. All right. Now let's analyze this code base. What this code base is all about. Let's see if Grok can understand what this code base is all about and explain me what the tech used and if there is any errors and things like that. So here is my prompt: analyze this project and give me all the details about the tech stack and what is this project all about. So I'll choose this architect plan so it can design or understand it better. And let me improve my prompt. All right. So we have this comprehensive analysis right here. Okay, we can see this directory structure and all those details about algorithm coverage, modular extensible design, educational focus. It's an interactive educational web application designed to help users understand algorithm. The primary goal is to bridge the gap between theoretical knowledge, the stacks, JavaScript, HTML5, CSS3, and the testing frameworks and things like that, JS DOM. Then key technologies, Canvas API, SVGs. Then base class, algorithm base and dynamic programming. Then we have structures. All right, which means it is able to understand my code base. So that's the good thing that I had with Grok Code Fast 1. Well, that's it for Grok Code Fast 1. And I'm really disappointed with the performance of Grok Code Fast 1, where in our first test to create this snake and ladder game where it miserably failed, where we have to iterate it to multiple times. First we tried with JavaScript and it didn't work. Then we have to use React Vite framework to just make the app working. And even after the app is up, it was not the ideal way how a snake and ladder game should work. It didn't have numbers and it didn't have clear instructions on how the players should move from one place to other. So I was disappointed with that 3D game that I tried to create. And again, we tried to create a portfolio website, and we had some space on the right side. Tried removing that, where Grok couldn't understand what exactly the issue was, and it seems like it's lost there, where it couldn't fit that as well. The only good part that I see in Grok is after we tried to analyze a code base using Grok, it successfully performed the analysis and gave us all the details about what that code base is all about. So that's the only thing that I think it did better. When writing code for both of those simple two applications, it didn't keep up. So for me, I think Cloud Sonnet is the GOAT level coding model as of now. So let me know what do you think about the same in the comment section. Till then, this is Caster also signing off. Bye.